Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to review how we did on our budget for April 5th through the 18th, and spoiler alert, not great. This is actually my first full paycheck to paycheck budget since taking the break in March with the whole flu and all that stuff. So we went over in I think just one category, but it was a lot in that one category. So I'm going to go over how we did, and then, yeah, I'm trying to do better next pay period. This video is actually kind of late because it's, I think, already Tuesday the 23rd. I got a lot of bills due today. Tuesday the 23rd. I was hoping to do it last week, but with everybody being off from school and all that stuff, it was just way too hard to find time to break away from family to do any kind of filming or anything. So yeah, that's about it for that. So let's go ahead and get started. Here are my expense trackers for that pay period. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and work on the actual budget. Okay, so for income, I guess I shouldn't have flipped it yet because I need that for how much we got paid. Alright, so for income, he got $1734.54, and I brought in $661.04. Alright, now I can flip it, I think. And then, so let's see. So $1,734.54 plus my $661.04 is $2,395.58. So we brought in more, a little bit more than what we budgeted, but not that much more. So $2,395.58. So that's $395.58 more. Alright, so Netflix, I believe, was the same price. It is going up. I got an email saying that my Netflix was going up, but I don't remember by how much. So $11.95. Water and sewer, we pay $90 regardless of what the bill is, just because we've accumulated so much of a credit. I overpay on the bill just to average out for the year. I do the same thing with electric. So $90. My Hulu went up, which I didn't know was going up, not by a ton, but still. It's $9.79, I think, instead of $6.79. This is super blurry, isn't it? Hopefully that's better. I think, yeah. I have 906 written there. Now I can't remember. Hold on, I have to check my bank account now. So bear with me. I will hopefully edit some of this out. Although I'm pretty lazy with the editing. I don't like to edit. So bear with me while I pull up my bank account so I can see how much it was. Feel free to speak amongst yourself if this even makes it into the actual video. Alright. Almost there. Hulu. Yeah, I don't know why I put 906 there. I don't know. It's $679. So I was writing what I wrote one time, but not there. I don't know where that came from. Alright, car insurance, $225. That's a sinking fund, so I actually forgot to transfer that over, so I do need to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it there, and I'll just do that transfer today. And Betterment did come out of my account, so that's $250. So we're a little under budget, just because I have 906 there, and it wasn't really supposed to be. Alright. So, let's see. That's $11.95 plus 90 plus 679 plus 225 plus 250 is 583.74. So a little under budget just because I have the wrong amount for my Hulu. Alright, so there's that. Okay, so this is where it gets ugly. Is my variable expenses. I did not do good in my grocery budget at all. Okay, so I overspent a ton. We spent $574.50 on there. So we were, ooh, I smudged. That was not smart. I'm going to zoom you in because I don't even think you can see these numbers. Okay. So we were over budget by $194.50 in groceries, which is terrible. I'm usually pretty good at staying under budget in all the categories without doing cash envelopes, but I did not do so this pay period. Oh, sorry. Got an alarm going off. Okay, so, and that really was because I ended up going, and even then, I say it's because I went to Trader Joe's and I usually don't go there, and I stocked up on stuff, but really that was only $109.90, so I still would have gone over almost $90 anyway. So I just did really bad. Like, it all boils down to I just did not do good budgeting for groceries. So that stinks, but so I'll have to do better next pay period. So for restaurants, we spent, let's see, can you see that? $17.47, and that's just takeout stuff my husband got when I didn't have dinner like ready, or not dinner ready for him, but leftovers from dinner for his lunch the next day, and that's what he takes to lunch. So since we didn't have any leftovers, he ended up having to pick up some food. So we spent $17.47, which means we had $7.53 left over. For gas, we were pretty close to spot on there. Spent $94.35, so we had $5.65 left. So $94.35 and, or $5.65, I don't know what I just said. $5.65 left for, let's see, my pocket money, I only spent $30, basically $29.41 on the botanical planner at Joann's, the one with the metal discs. It's so pretty. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, and it was such an impulse buy, but it was so pretty. So I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. But if you have any ideas for what to use that monthly layout, the one, the botanical one that has just the month and then like kind of like little breakdown checklist stuff on 2 pages and then just a to-do list basically, feel free to leave them down below because I have no clue what I'm going to do it for. I've realized this year that I'm definitely more of a horizontal planner than a vertical planner. But I also do love checklists. I love to check things off, so that's why I like it. Plus, I really wanted the discs. To be honest with you, it was all about the discs. But yeah, so any ideas? Feel free to leave them down below because I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, and I guess I have until July to figure it out. Pocket money. So like I said, I only spent that, so $29.41, and my balance left over would be $20.59. My husband bought a whole bunch of like garden stuff, and that's basically what he spends his money on, and that's $44.82, and so he has $5.18. Okay, last few categories. So entertainment, we only spent $2.14 and $7.86 left over. Then personal care was my husband's haircut, which he did not get this pay period because they cut his hair really, really short last last time he got his haircut, so it's basically just trying to let it grow. And there was a misunderstanding in what he told his barber, and it got really short. so he could skip a haircut or two. Alright, so that still has 20 left over. Oh, and then miscellaneous. So miscellaneous has been a lot, but I didn't go over. And technically speaking, some of these I didn't have to put into miscellaneous. I could have, used from sinking funds and things like that. Like I had a doctor's stuff. Carbonite really should have been a sinking fund, but I forgot we had that bill coming. So things like that, so my doctor's bill could have come out of my medical sinking fund, but typically if I have the money in miscellaneous, I won't pull it out of a sinking fund just because it's more hassle than anything. And since I had enough in my miscellaneous to cover, the little expenses, like the ones with the little asterisks that I have on there, I just left it in miscellaneous. If I really needed to pull it out of a sinking fund so I wouldn't go over in that category, I would, but since I didn't have to, I didn't. So we spent $630.20, and that left us with $148.79. Alright, so I'm going to add up my actuals, and let me move that up. Okay, I'm going to add my actuals and then what we had left over. I'll skew you over so you can see the calculator. Okay, this is zoomed in too much because I can barely get both things into the frame. Okay, anywho. Let's see, 574.50 plus 17.47 plus 94.35, 29.41, 44.82, 214, and 630.20. So overall, we came in under budget, but definitely not within the categories, not within each category. So actually spent $1,392.89. And let's see, I'm just gonna subtract that out at the end. Well, I guess I could just subtract that from that and save myself the trouble of adding the entire column again. 1,413.99 is the budgeted amount for spending I did for this pay period. We ended up spending $1,392.89. So we came in totally, overall under budget, $21.10. But like I said, not if you look at each individual category by itself. I did really bad in groceries, really, really bad. I'm gonna try and challenge myself to use a lot of the stuff that I have. I'm a bit of a food hoarder when it comes to sales on meats and things like that. I don't have a lot of I don't eat a lot of pastas and things like that. So that kind of stuff I don't really have, too much of. But as far as when there's a really good sale on grass-fed beef or antibiotic-free chicken, I stock up on it. So I have, no lie, I have a chest freezer that I can barely close with meats and vegetables and things like that in it, frozen foods like that. And then I have an upright freezer that also is full. There's no meat in there. I learned my lessons there once. I used to carry or have meat in there when we used to get a half a cow. And my daughter accidentally left it partially open, so it all defrosted and there was blood everywhere. It was all over the garage floor, and it was disgusting, and the garage reeked for forever, and so much cleaning and grossness. So I no longer keep meats in the upright freezer, because if it gets all gross, then the blood goes all over the garage. Whereas opposed to if someone were to leave the freezer door open of the chest freezer, it at least would stay inside the chest freezer. I would still lose all that meat, but at least I wouldn't have the disgusting like blood everywhere. That was really gross, sidebar. But anyhow, so I have that. Then I have a refrigerator in the garage, and that has, you know, the little small freezer at the top. And then of course I have my refrigerator in the house that has a small freezer at the bottom. So, and all of them is full. Like, all the freezers are jam-packed of food. So, and like I said, I'm a food hoarder. Like, it's bad. Like, some people are into shoes and clothes. I'm into planner, paper stuff, and food, apparently. So anyhow, my challenge to myself is to use as much of that up as humanly possible. Like, I know I'm gonna still have to get, like, I don't have as much chicken as I do ground beef, and I don't have, like, you know, obviously have to get fresh produce and things like that. But yeah, that's, I want to try and use up as much of that and stop buying more. Like, just because it's a good sale. I mean, yes, it does save us a lot of money because of the type of food we eat. We eat as much organic as possible. I have, you know, I eat grass-fed. I have to eat grass-fed just because of the AIP diet. So stuff like that. Like, my diet is very particular because of my autoimmune disease. So, and I don't know if it helps or not, but it certainly, I assume it does, so I'm just going to stick with it. Like, I don't want to rock the boat. I haven't had a really bad flare in a while, so I'm just going to keep going with the AIP diet in hopes that that is something that is helping me. But yeah, so I get, like, so when there is a good deal on something like that I can eat, I stock up on it a lot. But now I'm just overrun with food. Like, I have food all over the place. So it's kind of ridiculous. But anyhow, there's my sidebar. So I'm going to try and use up as much of that as possible and hopefully have a cheaper or a better, you know, grocery budget next pay period, because it was not good this pay period. And I didn't even really stock up on anything. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I just got really bad at budgeting, apparently. So anyhow, carryover, I've got like nothing. Alright, obviously I'm not carrying anything over for groceries because I have nothing to carry over. I'm not carrying anything over for restaurants or gas. I will carry over as much of my personal and my husband's personal spending as possible, but I'm not going to carry over obviously more than $21.10 because that would just be basically stealing from ourselves. So I'm not carrying over that, and I'm not carrying over miscellaneous because I'm basically using it all to make up for the fact that I overspent. So we've got $21.10 we can carry over, which I'm going to, because I want my spending money. So I'll give most of that to me because I had most left over. Let's see, I'll carry over, I'll carry over 18 for me then. 21.10 minus 18. So my husband gets $3.10. 10, and I'm carrying over 18. So that is what I'm going to add to, you know, our spending money, I guess, next pay period, which has already started since this video is so late. Alright, I'm going to go over the back of this sheet. What was that? The 5th through the 18th. 5th, 18th. Alright, so total fixed bills. Okay, so total fixed bills budgeted was the $586.01. So that goes here. $586.01. Total variable expenses was $1,413.99. $1,413.99, which those, if I did my math right last video, should equal 2,000. 586.01 plus 1413.99. Yep. Okay, so 2,000. Alright, so total fixed bills actual this pay period is the 583.74. 583.74. Total variable expenses actual is the $1,392.89. $1,392. 1,392.89. Did I say that right? 1,392.89. Okay. So combined, let's see, can you see that? Okay, 583.74 plus 1,392.89. So 1,976.63 is what we total expenses, like total variable and fixed expenses. All right, so total income plus any carryover, which I didn't have any carryover last time because I didn't budget last time at all. So the total income, oh, I shouldn't have flipped it. Budgeted was 2,000, and then that one is $2,395.58. $2,395.58. I'm totally gonna forget. Yeah, I already forgot it. I need to write this down. 2,395.58. All right, and that was the budgeted income was 2,000. So minus budgeted total expenses is 2,000, which gives us 0 since it's an every dollar budget. And then minus that total expenses, fixed and variable together, it's 1,976.63, which leaves us with, all right, so 2,000, yeah, you can't really see it. Oh. All right, 2,395.58 minus the 1,976.63 that we spent. So 418.95 is how much we are left with after our actual income, like when we take our actual income and our actual expenses for the month. So 418.95. All right, so I said I'm only going to carry over $18 for my pocket money. So let's see, 18. And then my husband is getting $310. Don't spend it in one place. All right, so basically I have $418.95 to split between all this over here, which is what I'm going to transfer to sinking funds. I'm not transferring anything to an emergency fund since I'm fully funded right now, and I have other things I need to deal with. I am not carrying over anything for groceries since I had nothing to carry over. Same thing with restaurants, gas, entertainment, personal care, or miscellaneous. So really the only thing is sinking funds, and really I need to put on here also my mortgage. Like I'm trying to put more towards my mortgage when I can. So $418.95 to those. Well, I guess I can kind of just keep that in that period. Next pay period, before I make any decisions as to what goes to sinking funds and to my bank, I need to make sure that I have enough money next pay period to pay any bills, because some pay periods are more bill heavy than others, and I just need to make sure I don't leave myself in a bad spot. So I'm going to zoom you out, look at the actual calendar to see what stuff is in this next pay period. So next pay period is from the 19th through next month, through the 2nd of May. So yeah, it's bill heavy. I've got like my mortgage, my health insurance, my dental, like I have a lot. Got a lot next pay period. Where's my little, this thing kind of helps too. So let's see. I didn't fill this in. It would have been helpful if I did, but I didn't. So I'm going to use kind of what last month's was, just to make sure I have enough. All right, so next pay period I said was 19th through May something or other, beginning of May. So 19th, and I didn't fill it out last month either. Bummer. I'm not helping myself out. And I didn't fill that either. This is what happens. Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't budget in March. Alright, let's see if I got, okay, I got February at least. That'll at least give me somewhat of an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna have like 159 plus, I did extra in my mortgage last month, but it's like 760 or something like that. Internet is 50. And then I'll have 125 for electric and pest and trash, so another like 60-ish. So I need to have probably at least $1,200 for bills for next pay period. And then, yeah, plus, let's see, 1,400. So next pay period, I think I might need to carry all of it over just to be safe, because I do have a really, really bill-heavy pay period next month, or next pay period. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry it all over, so nothing for sinking funds. And then after next pay period, if I have anything left over, that's when I'll take stuff out for extra payments to stuff for $18.95. So that you can't see nothing. It's blurry and far away. And there we go. So that $18.95, that carryover, is what goes like there. So for the next paycheck to paycheck, that's what that number is. And then I add that to like the income that we budget for that month, because it's money we have. It's money I held over from this paycheck, since it was a light bill paycheck, because it was only like $4 or $586 in like fixed expenses that came out of that one, whereas this next paycheck has to cover my mortgage and all the like ridiculous stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna carry all of it over. So unfortunately, I don't get to put anything towards my sinking fund, which stinks. But if I did, then I would be hurting really bad during this next pay period, because I wouldn't have enough money to make ends meet. All right, so that is it. That is my not great budget review for last pay period. And I need to set up my budget for next pay period. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.